Can you increase your sales? It all comes down to your images, and a lot of people have issues with this. There are some horrendous listings I've seen and some pretty amazing ones. I wanted to show you guys the difference so you are aware and so you can get more sales as always. Let's go. Hi guys, my name is Karina. Welcome back to my channel. I am an Amazon FBA seller, and as always, I really want to help you guys increase your sales. And today's topic is going to be about listings, right? Which ones are good, which ones are bad. Sometimes I see listings and I really just wonder to myself, how? Why? Who thought that this was a good idea? And maybe you need to train your eye for this a little bit. Some people just have an instinct where they kind of know what's good or what's bad, but I just kind of wanted to go through a few that are good, a few that are absolutely horrendous, and kind of explain to you guys what you should be aiming for when you are making your listing when it comes to the main image and all the other images and what you're trying to portray, because that is going to be the main selling point of your product. It's not going to be the product itself. Remember that a customer is not going to be able to tangibly pick up your product, look at the packaging, inspect it, compare it to the other ones. No, all they see is one, the very first picture, and two, the other picture slots that are given. So whatever you put in those pictures, it's what's going to make you sales, and it's going to increase your conversion rates if those photos are good. Of course, the description and title and bullet points and price, everything, all of the above is obviously imperative as well. However, today we're just going to be focusing on images, as that is a huge selling point. Keep in mind, if your product is not good and if you don't have the best offer, you can put up as many beautiful pictures as possible and it still might not work out. But let's just kind of get into the visual of things and get ourselves into the mindset of what we're looking for. When you're requesting for photography or for graphic design, what exactly is good quality and what's a bad quality, okay? Because let's just get into it. So I'm in Amazon.com. I'm going to pick up some products. Let's do, and just like, I'm just gonna, okay, jade roller. Don't do this product. Anything I show that I don't say this is a good product, don't do it. And everyone else probably gonna do it. This is an oversaturated market that is just not good to get into. So just do not get into the jade roller. I repeat, do not get into the jade roller. You will fail. Sorry, but you will. Anyways, here's a jade roller, right? And we see what stands out to us. Okay, like these are all relatively okay. I'm gonna point out some of my pet peeves that I don't like about listings. So the number one thing I look for when I have a product and it's a premium product and I include a package design is for the package design to be beautiful and to portray as much as possible in it, because Amazon gives you that space, right? And you're not allowed to put any type of words or little bubbles or text bubbles around it. So you really have a little limited space to portray the information. And if you have a package, you are able to put important information on the package and have it not go against TOS. For example, I don't know, this, I mean, I can't even read this. So that's mistake number one. That's why it's sponsored and not actually the first one. This just looks super cheesy, having an American flag here and some like Times New Roman text. Not a great package at all. However, it's been around for a long time. It's clearly selling well. Having a model is nice too if you can get away with it. Again, this is totally against terms of service, all of this, putting lifetime warranty, this present and the face, unless it's part of the package. That's totally against TOS. Just, you want to try to stay away from being cheesy. You know, so let me scroll down to see if I can find something that actually stands out in terms of what I mean, because like this is a horrible box design. I'm sorry, but it's just very not creative at all. So I'm very picky when it comes to the first image. This is pretty. This is very structured very nicely. The shadows, this is exactly what I go for when I do my packaging, is really great graphics like this. Okay, this is horrible. This isn't even the product. Don't do this. Let's see if we can find a good one. Good one. Okay, this is very nice. This is a good one. Let's open this one. So beautiful. They put little tweaks on here, like something light reflecting off of this and making it look really high quality and shiny. The package is beautiful. You can see the package, and there's some little card. This is exactly something I would do. It's a beautiful first picture. I would, you know, this is not a good market, so I can't say in terms of like it being a selling point, but I just like the way they presented their first image. And let's look at their other ones. So the other images should basically think of it as condensing the most important things about your product. You want to show that in the picture. For example, if it's made out of better material, you want it to be there. If it has like one particular part that makes it better that all the other products don't have, you want to put it in there. If it has, I don't know, some kind of warranty with it or a free bonus or whatever you're including to make the better offer, include it in there. So right here they're highlighting the strong parts of their product, whatever it is. It's a little hard to see, so I changed that a little bit. I make the text bigger, but strong, authentic, no noise. Like a lot of people have complaints with the noise of this thing squeaking, and they're showing that, see, they put some type of thing right here. It's an extra part to not make it squeaky, and I think that is a great idea. They did a great job on this. And let's see what else they have. Basically the uses, something like this, right? Like this is so nice. You can tell they got a really good graphic designer to put this together. Another thing, I like when they use lifestyle images too. I suggest using a lifestyle image in your listings. I mean, obviously depending on the product, but I feel from experience, most products you can use a lifestyle image, and that's how you connect with people. That's how you drive them in. I really like the fact, this is like one of my biggest pet peeves, is they use the same model, which is great. So many sellers like just take Shutterstock images and they don't do it without thinking, and every single picture that they have, let me see if I can find it, is a completely different model, and I think that just looks so bad. Like here, this is one girl, this is a completely different girl, this is a third girl, and I mean, that's not something an actual brand would do. I mean, I get it, but this literally looks like this was taken from like a compilation of pictures, and I don't think that looks good. So if you're gonna try to do lifestyle, unless you're trying to advertise for like, if you're in beauty, for like different skin tones or ethnicities or something, like that's acceptable. But to me, when someone just puts different pictures in different settings, it just looks super fake. It looks like they literally took a bunch of pictures from somewhere and just compiled them. So I recommend against that. So yeah, that's an example. And let's try another one. This is like, let me remember, like one of the worst markets I've seen. Like I've had several people, like I've heard about this so many times and I don't understand. No, not hoop. What was it? Basketball net. You guys are gonna, okay, like this, like there's a niche or whatever, people try to sell the glow in the dark one, but this is literally the worst listing picture that I have ever seen in my life. I mean, no, there's been worse, but how is this a selling? I mean, clearly it's a selling point, but I'm saying like this market is pretty weak considering the fact that these pictures are super completely uncreative. But it just looks so bad in my opinion. Like, how are you going to sell this? If you literally, first off, it's a black background. You can't even have that in Amazon TOS. But I get that you're trying to portray that it's glow in the dark, but you can do a better job. I don't know, just anything besides this. I mean, let's see what else they have. I mean, that looks nice. Even this is already getting better, but I don't understand why they don't have any, they're using all this space and they're not having any annotations to say why it's better, how bright it is, how cool it is, how fun it is, how much kids would love this. It's just a net. The same picture of a net in different angles. Don't do that. This is a bad listing. It's clearly, I wonder how much it's selling actually. I'm quite curious how much it's selling. And you know what? Okay, if it loads, 9,000. So that exactly still proves my point. It's funny, I see markets sometimes where literally the whole entire first page looks like this. Literally, like horrible listings, horrible product pictures, but everyone is selling really well. So that just means, imagine if you went into a market like that and actually put an effort into your listing, how well you would do. Their listing is not even that great. I mean, look at this. Totally not optimize. I mean, maybe I'll go into this. I mean, they have this, that's good. but everything else, I mean, they're clearly not putting in very much effort. I want to show you another one. This is totally stated by a lot of people. Anchor, I know you've overheard this, but I just really want to make a point what good listings are. And this company, they're all private label, and they do a really good job of their listings. Let's click on a few. Like things like this, right? Putting annotations in your photos, really 3D rendering it, making your thing look 3D, making your product look three-dimensional and nice, and filling up as much gap. This is beautiful. They have graphics like this. This is what you want, guys. Exactly like this. Even maybe a little bit, I mean, they're going for the sleek design, obviously, but I mean, in general, here's a lifestyle picture, something like that. That's what you want in a listing. So I hope this kind of clears up some questions, because people send me their listings and they say, why am I not converting? And I tell them, you guys really need to work on your images. I mean, I understand that, you know, it does take work to put something very pretty together. You need to have a good graphics designer, or you need to have a good product photography, something, but that is just a major selling point. It's not something you can bypass. So just keep that in mind, guys, right? Anyways, all the links, discounts down below, my Instagram right here. Subscribe to my channel. I always post videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have an amazing day.